Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom. Okay, so I want to get into a lesson starting off in Isaiah, the 9th chapter and the 5th verse. So Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson to the elect. Okay, and this is the brother Kalaya from the Great Millstone Atlanta camp. Okay, so let me go ahead and I'll get straight into it. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5. It's like it before I go into it to show you how this next world war, World War III, the third woe, will be fought, man. Okay, so let me get this. This is Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. That's right, and we understand with ancient world battles, it was swords being used, shields being used, men screaming, blood going all over the place. Okay, these are the things that was going on with ancient world battles. Okay, so let me read this from the top again. This is Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. That's right, it says, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So how is it that this next world war, World War III, the third woe, will be with burning and fuel of fire? Because it's going to be missiles that's going to be used. Okay, ICBMs. Okay, these missiles that's capable of going from one continent to another. Okay, that's how this next world war, World War III, the third woe, will be with burning and fuel of fire. Okay, so we know that this place, America, which is Babylon the Great, will be completely destroyed. Okay, during World War III, the third woe, and we know that you wicked people that's going to be left down here in this place, America, which is Babylon the Great, we know that you're going to be fuel for the fire, man. Okay, we understand that every person that's not an Israelite, and let me say this, if you're not a part of the elect of the nation of Israel, all right, you're going to be left down here in this place to get destroyed, man. Okay, when those missiles are shot off and you're not a part of the elect of the nation of Israel, and you're standing here in America, which is Babylon the Great, you're going to get destroyed with this place, man. Okay, so let me go ahead and I'm going to get what else I had. All right, let me get this in Isaiah. All right, let me go to Isaiah, the 24th chapter. All right, let me get this in Isaiah, the 24th chapter. Okay, and I'm going to start at the 20th verse. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. That's right, it says the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. And what's going to cause the earth to reel to and fro like a drunkard? Those missiles. Okay, that's what's going to cause the earth to reel to and fro like a drunkard. Missiles being shot from both sides of the earth. Okay, we understand, you know, what we always go into it about how America, which is Babylon the Great, will be destroyed. We know there's going to be 200 million warheads that's going to hit this place during World War III, the third woe. But we also understand that America has missiles as well, okay, that's going to be used during this next world war. Okay, so that's what's going to cause the earth to reel to and fro like a drunkard, missiles being shot from both sides of the earth, okay, as well as concentrated fire that's going to come from the chariots when the Lord returns with the number amount of angels and the chariots with him. Okay, so we know what's going to cause the earth to reel to and fro like a drunkard, man. Okay, so let me read this from the top again. This is Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it. That's right, it says, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it. And when you look at America, which is Babylon the Great, we understand that this place is exceedingly wicked, man. Okay, you see that bestiality is being heavily pushed and promoted. Transgenderism is being heavily pushed and promoted. Feminism is being heavily pushed and promoted. All these things that's unpleasing to the Lord is being heavily pushed and promoted from this wicked kingdom, man. Okay, under the rulership, under the vibration of Esau, Edom, man. Okay, so we understand why this place has to be destroyed, man. Okay, we understand why Esau, Edom has to be removed from rulership, man. Okay, continuing on. And it shall fall and not rise again. That's right, it says, and it shall fall and not rise again. That's right, so we understand that Esau's power structure will fail, man. Okay, so we understand what's coming to this wicked kingdom, man. Okay, and we know that Esau, Edom will be removed from power, man. Okay, so let me go ahead and I'll get what else I had. Let me get this in Jeremiah, the 50th chapter, and I'll start at the 25th verse. Okay, this is Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 25. The Lord had opened his armory and had brought forth the weapons of his indignation. And what are the weapons of the Lord's indignation? Those missiles, okay, as well as the concentrated fire that's going to come from the chariots. Okay, so we understand what the weapons of the Lord's indignation are. Okay, continuing on. For this is the work of the Lord God of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. That's right. So we know that this great destruction will come right here to America, which is Babylon the Great, man. Okay, and like I mentioned earlier, we know that only the elect of the nation of Israel will be delivered out of America, which is Babylon the Great. Everybody else that's left in America, which is Babylon the Great, when those missiles are shot off, will be destroyed with America, which is Babylon the Great, man. Okay, so let me go ahead and I'll get what else I had. Let me get this in Isaiah, the 13th chapter, and I'll go to the 19th verse. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency. And we know that America, which is Babylon the Great, took on the ancient philosophies of the Babylonians and the Canaanites. Okay, continuing on. Shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. That's right. And what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah? We know that fire and brimstone was rained down from heaven, and Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed. So what's going to happen to America, which is Babylon the Great, during these times? We know there's going to be 200 million warheads that's going to hit this place, as well as concentrated fire that's going to come for the chariots when the Lord returned with the number amount of angels and the chariots with him. So we understand what's coming to America, which is Babylon the Great, the judgment of America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, continuing on. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 20. It shall never be inhabited. And we know that once America, which is Babylon the Great, is destroyed, we'll never inhabit this place ever again, man. Okay, continuing on. Neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. That's right, because no people will be dwelling here in America, which is Babylon the Great, after this place is destroyed, man. It's not going to be people over here having sons and daughters in America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, we're never going to come back over here again after this place is destroyed, man. All right, continuing on. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there. That's right, it says neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there. And you see that a lot of Arabs have a lot of businesses over here in America, which is Babylon the Great. But we know that they're not going to be here after this place is destroyed, man. Okay, continuing on. Neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. That's right, it says neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. And we understand that there's a lot of cattle in the Bible Belt region, but we know that it's not going to be any people here in America, which is Babylon the Great, after this place is destroyed, man. Okay, but we understand that the elect of the nation of Israel will be protected and ultimately delivered. We know that the elect will be beamed up into the chariot, and they'll be able to see the great destruction of America, which is Babylon the Great, from the chariot, man. Okay, and we're constantly warning our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, which are the Hebrew Israelites, of the things to come, whether you hear or forbear. Okay, and with that said, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson to the elect, and I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.